Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Tommy D here. It's a beautiful day in Athens, Georgia. Not only is it mine and my lovely bride Ashley's 7th wedding anniversary today, but the meat is here, baby. We're talking about Cowboy Tomahawk Ribeye steaks. Shout out to Striplin's General Store in Bogart, Georgia. I got this prime. It's a prime cut Angus. I'm looking forward to getting this going. We're going to smoke it low and slow, 200 degrees till it gets the internal temp to 125. Then we're going to take it off and sear it on some open flame charcoal. Stay tuned, folks. Hey, folks, I'm also super excited about this Cowboy Ribeye Tomahawk here, but I'm also excited about this duck fat spray. I got my big hands on a can today. I picked it up at Striplin's General Store in Bogart, Georgia. Shout out to them once again. I've been looking at this online for quite a while. I've been wanting to try it out. Basically, it's a cooking oil spray. It's duck fat. And you can spray this on meats as a binder. It really gives it a good flavor. It's not that Pam and that artificial stuff that you use for higher temperatures, but this is great for high temps. It's good for, it holds up to smoke very well. You can put it on veggies, chops, meats. I'm going to even spray it on some sweet potatoes we're going to be doing for some sides for this. So basically, I'm going to start off using this today and give it a light coat all over, all sides. Get a good binder going on here, okay? Because I want my rub to stick. And we'll flip this big boy over. This Tomahawk Ribeye here is 3.5 pounds. 3.5 pounds. So we're going to rub that in a little bit. This is looking great. I usually use like not an olive oil, but avocado oil because it holds up to the higher temperatures. So I'm looking forward to this duck fat here. I'm actually going to put a little bit on the bone itself so it won't get dried, so it'll have that good picture at the end. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, folks, welcome back. Now that we got our duck fat spray on as our binder, we're going to give it some good seasoning. And the good thing about a big, thick piece of meat like this is you can add a lot of salt and pepper. A lot of people only put salt and pepper on a big, nice, prime piece of meat like this. I like to use my all day long. It's an all-purpose seasoning. You've seen me use it before. And I'm going to give it a real good coat here. Not a whole lot, but basically what this is, it's salt, granulated garlic, some black pepper, and a little bit of parsley. I'll get a recipe and do a video on this, like I said, later on this week maybe, because I need to fix up another batch for myself here. But basically you're going to get it on all sides, get you a good little nice coat going on. All right. And last but not least, we're going with my all-time favorite steak rub, chop rub, chicken, just about anything you can ask for. Montreal steaks. You can get this anywhere. I love this stuff. It's a coarser grind. What I like to do here, you don't really have to cake it on, but I like to pat it in. And that's where that binder of oil, just a light coating, will do you some good so this rub will stick. Okay? So we're going on all sides, folks. And again, that's why I like to have a binder on here so this rub will stick to the meat itself, okay? We're going to be putting this on my Camp Chef DLX Pro, low and slow, 200 degrees, folks. We're going to cook this to internal temp of 125. Halfway through, when it gets to 80 degrees, we're going to flip it and let the other side be face down. And that bad boy is looking good right there, but we'll get this thing on the grill. We'll let it sit here for about 20-25 minutes while I let my smoker come up to temp. Last but not least, the most important thing, get yourself a good meat probe. You invest in a good quality piece of meat, you want to take care of it, and you want these internal temperatures to stay right on top of everything so you know what's going on out there. So what I like to do is find the thickest part, which is usually about right here I like to go in, make sure you're going in the center to about that thickest portion. Okay, I'm using my ThermoPro today. You've seen this in the past. Let's get outside and get this big cowboy on the grill. Get your mind right. Okay folks, shout out to B&B Charcoal. I'm using their wood pellets today. This is their competition blend that I've used in the past. I love it. It's a great blend. Basically it's cherry, pecan, and maple. You can get this at Academy Sports or get it online. It's a good price. 40-pound bags, like 20 bucks, and this stuff works great on just about anything. I got my OG Camp Chef DLX Pro Smoker today. We got that thing set at 200. I got my ThermoPro here set. I got a probe inside, and I got the one in the meat that we just inserted as well too. Let's get this big boy on the grill. Stay tuned. All right folks, as you can see, I got my probe here to monitor my internal temps inside my smoker. It's time to get this big boy on the grill, on the smoker here. You kind of want to center it up as much as you can here in the center so it's directly over that deflector. So once I get that set, I'm going to insert my probe to my ThermoPro here. I got one set at 200, and I got this second probe that's inside the meat set at 80. Once it goes off and hits 80, I'm going to flip the steak over and we'll keep smoking it till it reaches 125 internal. Stay tuned folks, get your mind right. Okay folks, my ThermoPro's going off. As you can see, it's reached 181. It's time to flip this big boy. That's my internal temps right at about 200. We're looking good. Let's see what we're looking like here. Oh yeah, that's looking great. Looking real good. Let's give this a flip. Make sure you got you a good pair of gloves, folks. You don't want to get burned. All right. We're going to let that go to 125. Just keeping it at 200. Let's close this lid because if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Okay, folks, as you can see, we've reached the magic number, 125. It's time to take this big boy off, get it inside. I'm going to wrap it with tinfoil loosely and let it rest for about 10-15 minutes at least. Oh yeah, it's looking beautiful. So I'm going to get it inside, wrap it with tinfoil. It's going to carry over another 8 to 10 degrees in that 10-15 minute wait period there. So it's going to get in that medium rare, what we always love, and then we're going to sear it for a few minutes. Stay tuned. Okay, it's sear time, baby. That big old cowboy sitting here looking at me. That is a hunk of meat, baby. A hunk of meat. Let's get this thing on. This is my Charbroil Commander. My Aunt Atchie won this in a raffle and gave it to me. And I don't smoke on it a lot. I just use it for normal grilling over coals and stuff. It's a real good grill, and I enjoy using it, and I'm glad we won it. Let's get this thing on. I got a bed of coals there, scorching hot. I'm going to get this directly on. I'm going to open up my vents, make sure the coals stay warm. I'm going to gently press down. I forgot my liners. It's okay. Gently give it a press and let it sit there for 1 minute. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, it's been 1 minute on this side. I'm just going to turn it. Pick it up and turn it. Press down once again. Let that go for a minute, then we'll flip it over and do the same thing. We'll do it 1 minute on that side and on that back side, and then turn it and do another minute for a total of 4. Okay folks, it's that time. It's time to let the big dog eat, as we say around here in these parts of the woods. This has been fun. This thing looks delicious. I just took it off. I let it sit for about 5 to 7 more minutes, about all I can take. You can let it sit up to about 10. That should be about fine. You want it to be served hot, and it's definitely hot. Let's cut into this bad boy. Slice into this bone here. Oh yeah. Now that's a bone. I mean, I feel like Freddie Flintstone want to take a bite. We'll set that to the side. All right. Man, it looks great so far. Look at that marbling in there. I mean, that is juice just coming out. This is a heck of a piece of meat, striplings. I appreciate it. You did us right on this. Look at that there. I mean, if that don't get your mind right, I don't know what will. And what I love about cooking it low and slow, folks, is this is through and through. You get the char on the outside from the sear, but through and through, it's a true medium rare. It's just not medium rare in the middle, where you got the outside a little bit more to a well done, and then it works its way to the center. This is a true medium rare. If you like what we're doing here, folks, come check us out. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I really like the Instagram. It seems to be going pretty well. And the Facebook, posting the long videos on YouTube. Let's give this baby here a little taste and see how she tastes. I'm speechless. This thing is fire. The young bucks call, what does it say? Fire? Butter. Let's go with that. Get your mind right. Thanks for tuning in, folks.